CBI sets dinar at $3.81. Vietnamese Dong, now $1. Massive Forex revaluation, RV News, 2025 with intro of your channel, RV News, written in paragraph format. Welcome back to RV News, the #1 destination for real-time updates, in-depth analysis, and breaking stories on the global currency revaluation movement. Whether you're holding Iraqi, Dinar, Vietnamese Dong, Zim notes, or simply following the reset journey, you're in the right place. And today, we've got something absolutely historic to cover. The global currency landscape just changed forever. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, has officially revalued the Iraqi dinar to $3.81, a move that's sending shockwaves through financial institutions, foreign exchange markets, and dinar holders worldwide. But that's not all. In a parallel move that no one fully expected to happen this fast, the Vietnamese Dong is now trading at $1, marking an unprecedented dual revaluation event. This is not speculation. This is happening now, and it's being reported by major banking networks, exchange platforms, and verified international sources. For years, currency holders, researchers, and insiders have pointed to a coming revaluation. For some, it was theory. For others, a matter of time, and now in 2025, that time has come. The Forex revaluation that many of us have waited a decade or more to see has kicked into full gear. This is your complete update. What happened, how it happened, what it means for dinar and dong holders, and what steps you need to take now. So buckle up. This is the episode you've been waiting for. Let's start with Iraq. After months of speculation, cryptic speeches, political positioning, and economic reforms, Prime Minister Soudani and the Central Bank of Iraq made the boldest move since the fall of Saddam Hussein. In a televised statement earlier this morning from Baghdad, the CBI governor confirmed that the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar had been officially adjusted to $3.81 per 1 IQD on international markets. That means that a 25,000 dinar note, previously worth only a few US dollars, is now valued at $95,250. Let that sink in. Dinar holders across Iraq, the United States, and the world are now holding assets that have suddenly multiplied in value by thousands of %, according to inside sources from the CBI and the Ministry of Finance. This revaluation was in planning for over a year. The nation has been steadily implementing international financial standards, cracking down on currency, smuggling, and digitizing financial systems in preparation. The IMF, World Bank, and BIS all had ongoing discussions with Iraq throughout 2024, preparing for a moment when Iraq would demonstrate economic stability, political functionality, and secure oil revenues, all key ingredients needed for a restored and revalued currency. But what truly caught the world by surprise was the second shoe that dropped: Vietnam. Within an hour of the CBI announcement, the Vietnamese government, in partnership with the State Bank of Vietnam, issued a global notice confirming that the VND was now trading at a 1-to-1 parity with the US dollar. For decades, the Vietnamese Dong was among the most suppressed currencies in Southeast Asia, trading at rates around 23,000 Dong per US dollar. Currency holders speculated that Vietnam, a rising economic powerhouse in the region, was preparing for a massive leap forward, but few anticipated such a strong move in such a coordinated timeframe. So what caused this synchronized revaluation? According to early reports and leaked diplomatic briefings, this was not a coincidence. A new financial alignment initiative reportedly supported by members of the BRICS alliance and quietly encouraged by certain Western financial entities, aimed to realign undervalued currencies to reflect their true economic capacity and natural resource backing. Iraq, with its massive oil reserves and increased foreign reserves, and Vietnam, with its booming export market, were both considered prime candidates. The reevaluations are being seen as part of a broader move toward global monetary rebalancing, one that shifts the playing field from fiat-based dominance to asset-backed value. Now, let's talk impact. First, for dinar and dong holders, this is a life-changing moment. Those holding physical currency, especially authentic higher denomination notes, are now looking at wealth that could redefine their futures. But with opportunity comes responsibility. Financial experts are warning holders to proceed with caution. The revaluation is real, but there will be bad actors, fake exchange platforms, and disinformation campaigns looking to exploit the rush. Always verify exchange procedures, use official redemption centers when possible, and consult with financial advisors or wealth managers before making large-scale decisions. Redemption centers have already begun activating across the US, Canada, the UK, and several Gulf nations. In the U.S., several Tier 1 banks, including Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, and Citibank, have launched their global currency desks to begin processing large exchanges. There are reports that the U.S. Treasury has established a temporary task force to monitor all exchanges for compliance, fraud prevention, and financial integrity. Rates for large volume holders may vary slightly depending on negotiated contract rates, NDAs, and whether one is part of certain structured groups. Many in the community have long debated the difference between the street rate and the contract rate. Based on emerging data, the $3.81 IQD rate is the international Forex base rate, accessible to anyone exchanging through licensed currency providers. However, those participating in pre-negotiated agreements, including humanitarian project groups and legacy trust structures, may be able to access contract rates exceeding $4.25 per dinar. The Vietnamese Dong appears to be following a similar pattern, with the public rate locked at $1, but insiders suggesting special rates of $1.15 to $1.30 may be offered to bulk exchangers or institutional partners. On the macro level, this event is already triggering massive shifts in the global financial ecosystem. Forex markets are seeing enormous volume as traders adjust to the new values. The US dollar index initially spiked, then quickly leveled off as currency traders reposition themselves for a post-revaluation world. Commodities like gold and silver also surged in response, as investors rushed to hedge against unexpected volatility. The cryptocurrency market saw temporary dips, likely from investors cashing out to take advantage of physical currency gains. Internationally, political leaders are weighing in. The White House issued a formal statement recognizing Iraq's new valuation and affirming that this move reflects a long overdue correction that supports Iraq's sovereignty, economic autonomy, and regional integration. Vietnam received similar praise, with the U.S. Department of Commerce stating that Vietnam's revaluation is a testament to its economic discipline, growth, and potential for deeper global partnership. Leaders from China, Russia, India, and even the EU have commented favorably, calling this a historic move toward monetary fairness and financial transparency. Meanwhile, within the revaluation community, particularly online, emotions are running high. Forums, social media platforms, and private Telegram groups are ablaze with celebration, stories of redemption, confirmation of exchanges, and some confusion as well. Some holders are unsure where to go, whether to wait for higher contract rates or whether to exchange immediately. Others are concerned about taxes, legal reporting, or asset protection. Here's what you need to remember. This is your moment, but you must move smart. First, make sure your currency is verified and authenticated. Use trusted redemption centers or Tier 1 banks with active currency desks. Avoid mailing your notes unless absolutely necessary, and never trust unverified websites or individuals offering exclusive deals without documentation. Second, consult with tax professionals. The IRS has not yet issued a statement specific to this revaluation, but based on historical precedent, it is highly likely that gains on revalued currency will be considered capital gains or ordinary income, depending on holding time and purpose. Finally, plan your financial future wisely. Don't rush into spending. Think generational wealth. Think about creating impact, sustainability, and freedom. This is also a critical time to understand that not every currency will revalue at the same time. While Iraq and Vietnam are the current leaders, speculation continues around the Zimbabwe notes, the Iranian Rial, and even certain African currencies. Some believe that a second wave of re-evaluations could occur in the coming months, especially if this dual event proves successful without destabilizing broader markets. For now, the world is watching in awe. The IQD and VND once written off, as junk currencies are now leading the way in global monetary reform. The long-held dream of parity, fairness, and asset-based financial alignment is unfolding before our eyes. Holders are waking up to account balances they never imagined. Redemption centers are processing transactions in the millions, and global institutions are finally recognizing what many of us have known all along. The value was always there. It just needed the right moment to be revealed. So what's next? Over the coming hours and days, we expect the following developments. First, official confirmation from all major Forex trading platforms listing the new rates publicly. Second, press conferences or interviews with central bank officials from Iraq and Vietnam outlining next steps. Third, further guidance from U.S. Treasury and IRS, Riga.